Bomb really knows how to take advantage of people in their most vulnerable moments. And that's very disturbing to me as well. But Randy, when you had said, and I know it's like tough love type of thing. And I've heard, because she went up on Savages. She got, Pirate definitely gave her the, she talking to about all of the same things that you're saying, because I listen and I feel bad because Susan knows, she knows she, shouldn't have given her a second chance, but she did, and it's a lesson learned. But I want to just basically just to support Susan, because she did come to me, and I want you to know that she went up on that panel the night before I had the stream that I did. And she was there for Bomb. Of course, Bomb didn't care. She had COVID. Susan still showed up for her panel. She still went to try to, help her.
But let me just say this. Susan reached out to BombShell and said, let me up.
It's okay. Because
no, I've got a text where she texted me saying, can you come up on panel?
Susan, do you have that to show to Randy so that she can see for herself and know that to be true? Like just the little piece of her asking you to come up so that everybody will know. Not that I don't believe you or Randy doesn't, but.
And the following night when I was in your chat listening to everything, to Paloma and the rest of them, she sent me another text saying, can you come up on panel? And I said no.
Okay, so you denied to go up the next time.
Right. That was the night that I was listening in your chat, and I said no.
Right. So that was what I was about to get to. The live stream that I did was when your feelings changed and you were like, oh my God. So you explained to me that when you started hearing these stories, you were like, well, I already paid for that stuff. So these people were paying for the things that I already paid for. So what Bomb was doing was she was going to other people asking for money for the things that had already been paid for by Susan. And when Susan heard the stories of, I think it was 4 of the women that I had shared their things that night, that's when Susan told me that everything changed for her and she saw things through a different lens. So maybe at that point for her, and Jenny Jen, I totally agree with you. I don't even disagree. So Jenny Jen said that if she continues to keep doing this and putting herself in these positions, it's going to continue to happen. And that's true. But so if it's in her nature, right, she's going to need support to keep her from, falling for. And there are people who have soft spots for certain types of life situations. And Bomb knows what those situations are for people by observing and watching in her chat. So for Susan to see, okay, I'm going to be homeless. I have no water. I have no electricity. I'm going to get kicked out. I have nowhere to go. All of these different things that she said was going on. Of course, I wanted to help. You know what I mean? Like anybody would want to help, no matter how you feel about somebody, even if you hate them. I don't want to see anybody homeless. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right. And that's why I said I'm taking my channel in a different direction. I want away from drama.
That's great. I do.
I do too. I think the people pleasing thing is something that if you're aware of it, then that's how, because I had to be aware and then I had to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the big thing that's on my heart, is to do the police memorials and totally get away from drama.
And I think that'll be great. You'll be able to grow your channel organically too, Susan, and you won't have, a lot of drama, because the people that will find your channel from your titles will be people that are interested in that particular subject. So that'll be really good for you. And it'll be a positive thing to give back and make memorials for fallen, it was for officers, killed in the line of duty and such. So you're going to get great people who are going to love your memorials and stuff. And I think that that's a great place to take your channel. And then you find a passion to do something that you care about, where you've got Bomb, who will just sit around and talk about anything just to bitch. But the reason I came up here is because I saw Susan, and then I heard you, Randy, when you had said, you should have known better. And you did say the same to me. And maybe I should have known better. But I also do believe in giving people a chance. And if someone's struggling, I am also like a softie when it comes to that kind of stuff. Even when my conscience is like, pump the brakes, my heart's telling me, but I don't want this person to suffer. So it's hard, right? You battle with yourself about it. I wish no ill will on Bomb or anybody. I don't want to see anything bad happen to anybody. But what she has done, not only to Susan, but to many, is just absolutely despicable, and it should not be tolerated ever again. And I think that even if you do feel that Susan should have known better, and not just you, Randy, everybody, even if people think she should have known better, at least also please just have a little bit of compassion for the fact that Susan is trying to put her best foot forward. She's trying to show up. She's trying to explain what happened, to right her wrongs for herself, to grow from it, to learn from it, and to never make the same mistake again, right? So if we could support her in that and give Susan another chance to watch her, pump the brakes on falling for people that are not so honest or whatever, that would be probably more helpful to Susan to have the support, even if, you might have some history that's not so good or whatever. Susan is a kind lady, and I don't know her very well, but we have had conversations on the phone, and she's truly a sweetheart. I think she'd give the shirt off her back to anybody, no matter who they were or what they'd done to her. And that's not a bad trait to have, although it is a double-edged sword. I just don't want Susan to get attacked because she did come forward and she did speak up the second she found out what was going on with other people. And she did a complete 180 after she found out about the other women and what they had, given to Bomb and everything. So that's really what I just wanted to say, because I feel like Susan's kind of getting beat up a little bit. Not bad. And I know people aren't like attacking her, but I just feel like a lot of pressure is being put on her. And I feel the pressure should really be put on Bomb. And that's just my opinion. So I appreciate
not the only pressure from me was going to come from me being in the middle, because I was put on a 3-way phone call.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah. And
I just came in, like, I didn't know what happened before I entered into the chat.
And I don't want to be in the middle of their stuff.
Who was the two-way between Randy?
Susan and BombShell.
Oh, when was that? Recent?
It's kind of a little bit recent. And I didn't know I was on a 3-way, and BombShell spoke up because I thought it was just me and Susan.
Now it was a couple of months ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah, not. And Susan is now saying she didn't know that she merged the call, whatever. And that
I said it at the time. I didn't know it was merged.
It's easy to do.
But I'm not willing to fight with Susan over that. I just don't want to be in the middle of that bullshit.
Right. And I never wanted you in the middle of it, Randy.
Yeah.
That was.
But I mean, the truth. The truth is the truth. And I understand about everything about BombShell, but when she's telling the truth, she's telling the truth. And things that were said on that phone call, were true. I've seen Holly in chat. We did say it was weird. Absolutely. The three of us agreed that it was weird that Holly was going there. So that's it. That's it. It was weird. It was weird that someone passed away and you're going to visit their husband to get YouTube stuff. I think that's weird. Who cares about recordings from YouTube when someone is passed away? I just think it's all too far, in my opinion. Just too much for me.
Well, so you don't plan to talk to Bomb anymore or have calls with her or anything. So there won't be any more like three-way
No,
calls.
she's blocked. I'm not even
Yeah.
subbed to her channel, so I don't know when she goes live. What I was
Cool.
saying a minute ago before I had to get myself together,
Uh-huh.
was Bomb
Sorry.
was very kind in the beginning. When, you know, Mary died April the 19th, my brother died May 10th, and
Mhm.
Bomb was calling every day and checking on me and being very kind. So at that time, I guess I was seeing a different side of her that I guess kind of blinded me to the other side of what she was doing. Because I did see a different side. But the blinders are off now. I see her for what she is.
Love Shack Sarah, a lot's going on, and I'm not here to beat, because I feel like, look, when somebody's down, I'm just not going to keep kicking them, and there's no way I'm going to kick Susan, and I've said that a billion times. Love you, Dirk. How Ash, Tiffany, are you willing to apologize now? Because you used to say you would never apologize for what you said to me. Are you
For
willing
what?
to?
Randy, about
My mom. My mom.
yeah, absolutely. I can apologize for what I said to you about your mom, but I do want you to know it wasn't about your mom. It was about you. I wasn't disparaging your mom. I said she was in heaven, Randy. You know that, right? I
No.
never said she was anywhere else. I said she was looking down on you from heaven and she would walk you straight to hell. Because when you put my medical information out there like you did, that was really invasive. But yes, I can absolutely apologize. And I hope that when you meet your mother on the other side, that you could both walk to heaven together.
Well, I'll accept that. Thank you. Honestly, I will apologize.
Yeah, no, I said it out of anger. I mean, it was a long time ago. I don't have, I know we have a lot of issues. I don't have any, I don't.
I don't know that we have a lot of issues. That was my main
Well, we
issue.
used to, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't feel like I put your medical out, but if you feel that way, no,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say if. Because you feel that way, I apologize. I don't speak of your medical anymore. I don't even speak of you much.
Thanks. Yeah, it's
I
okay.
accept
It's
your
all
apology.
over.
I accept your apology.
It's water under the bridge, and it was a long time ago, and I don't want to have bad blood with anybody over something that could easily be fixed or whatever. And no, I was angry with you, and I spoke out of anger, and I was hurt, and I felt really violated by that situation, and it was difficult. And probably one of the most upsetting, I would say, like if you had like a top 5, it would be in there, because that was hard for me. When I come to YouTube, I don't like to talk about stuff. I try to live my life as a normal person. I don't want my medical issues to define who I am. I try to overcome them every single day. And this is really the only place that I could be where nobody saw me for what, um, opposed to in real life. So when I came to YouTube, it was a lot easier to just be normal. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that was really difficult for me. So I was extremely angry with you. But when I said that, I do want you to know, while it was out of line and definitely harsh for me to say that to you, I was not speaking about your mom in a derogatory way. I wasn't speaking to her character. I was speaking to yours at the time. I was not trying to insult your mother. That was not my intention. And I do want you to know that. And I even said that way back when, because I know a lot of people said that. I said that she was in hell. I never said that. And the clip is out there. So I said, I'm sure she's watching you or shining down on you from heaven, and she can walk you straight to hell or something. But I wasn't trying to disparage your mom, Randy. I was pissed at you. and only speaking to you, like go to hell, basically. And I'm sorry that hurt you.
Yeah, next time, just say go to hell. And one more thing, because
Okay.
I had actually forgotten about this.
Okay.
Shannon 681 is in here.
Okay.
And
yeah.
So I don't like to say this person's name, but for her sake, I will.
Yeah. No, I know already who you're talking. Please don't say the name. If I could ask you any favor, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
She had said some cruel things about Shannon's child, and you shared it, and actually, let's see.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, I can address that actually. And I'm glad you brought it up because I'd like to address it. I've said it in chats and stuff, and I was on panel with Shannon, but it wasn't the right time to bring it up. When I was on panel with her, it would have just been completely out of place. But, so yes, and I could absolutely reach out to Shannon and email and say this to her, but I could say it publicly. So when that situation happened, I believe we were up here, right, on your panel. And at the time, that particular person, from my point of view, was being raked over the coals, and alleged loss, which I believed to be true, which I found out recently it was admitted it wasn't. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about this person, but I will for this one particular situation. So when all that was going on, there were a lot of really harsh things being said about the loss. Okay. And when I came up here, I don't remember exactly everything that had happened, but I know Shannon came in pretty hot and heavy. And I know that because I was up here supporting the other person, she probably viewed me just as like one, right? Like I was defending her, right? So Shannon probably was like, fuck the both of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that ended up turning into, I said to Shannon, whatever this person said to you, you deserved. Now, when I said that, I didn't know, absolutely did not know the things that were said.